Namaste, my dear friends, and welcome to this fourth day of this 40-day meditation program on health, harmony, and happiness from QLU, Quantum Life University. So it's wonderful being with all of you, and today's topic is breath awareness. Breath is such an important aspect of our own existence. Unfortunately, we all take breath for granted. It's something that we just allow it to happen almost involuntarily without paying much attention to it. But the difference between a person who can be healthy, harmonious, and happy, and one who is not, is simply how aware that person is of his or her breath. I think you can all agree on one thing when I say that breath is life. What's the first thing you want to check when someone is alive or not alive? You see whether the person is still breathing or not. So, breath is life. And when you look at it, there is one ancient Sanskrit proverb which says that breath is life, and if you breathe well, you will live long. Very simple statement, but which is not being followed by most people because it's our breath which is really taking us into that unaware state. When we are completely living in unawareness, even our breath is, we are not aware of the breath, then there is disharmony, bad health, poor health, as well as unhappiness. So the first thing that we need to do is to correct our breath. We live not through the air that we breathe. Now, most people think that, yeah, we're just living because of the air and the air contains oxygen. Of course, that is true at a physical level, but we live because along with the air, there is this cosmic energy that flows into us, and that is the life force which keeps us all alive, and that gives us that vitality, and that is what keeps us alive. So that is coming directly from source. The source which created this whole universe, it is the same source which is giving this life force, which is what we all breathe, and we are all breathing this same life force energy. So we started off a few days ago with this theme of oneness, and what can exemplify this oneness better than breath? Don't we all breathe the same air? The air that you breathe in and breathe out is being breathed by every other life form on earth. So doesn't that exemplify the concept of oneness? And the connection to this oneness can be seen through the breath. The process of breathing, we can call it as a lost art. We have actually all but forgotten the real art of breathing, how we are supposed to actually breathe. We are supposed to breathe with awareness, but we don't breathe with awareness. And if we regain that lost art of breathing, which is the art of breathing with awareness, then we'll regain our health, harmony, and happiness. That's why this is one of the most important sessions because it holds, we can say, the key to health, harmony, and happiness. We can gain health, harmony, and happiness through the process of meditation, but the key to the process of meditation is your breath. If we had to give one advice to everybody how to live healthier, if we just have to limit it to just one instruction or one simple tip, then it would be correct your breathing. Just become aware of your breathing and breathe correctly, breathe properly. Then automatically, majority, more than 90% of all your health issues can be resolved just by this one simple process of correcting your breathing and breathing with awareness. There's this wonderful quote, which is one of my favorites from the great Chinese master Chuang-Tzu. He said, "The men of old breathed clear down to their heels," which means that the awareness of the breathing was so high in people during ancient days that when they breathed in, they could sense their breath going all the way down to their heels. Just compare that to what happens today. You're not even aware that you're breathing. And on the other hand, we had people who would breathe, and when they breathed, they would feel the breath and they would be aware of the breath going all the way down to their heels. And consider this, breath is really your only companion, the only companion which is there with you from the time of your birth till the time of your death. Otherwise, everyone comes and goes. No one stays with you throughout your life. It's only your breath that stays with you throughout your life. When you wake up in the morning, what is the first thing that makes you feel gratitude for everything that's happening in your life? When you realize that you're still breathing, that you're still alive, and that gives you that sense of being alive and being connected with this entire universe and being having that flow of the life force within you. And that is what is reminding you of that. It's the breath. Breath awareness awakens within you higher energies, higher vibrations like wisdom, compassion, peace, joy, gratitude. For all this, you can connect to these higher states of being just by practicing breath awareness. When you become aware of your breath and you can feel the connection of your breath to you and your life force and how your breath is connected to the whole universe, then it awakens within you these higher states of being, these higher vibrational states of wisdom, compassion, peace, joy, gratitude, appreciation, and all the higher vibrational states. So it is the breath which is the key. We can say that meditation is like the tool for your own harmony, happiness, and health. And breath is the key which unlocks that tool. It's such a wonderful combination. It's the breath awareness which awakens or which enables meditation to happen. Like the great master Osho said, meditation is not done, it happens. And it happens when you become aware of your breath. And it's, if you can say that a human being is composed of four main aspects. It is the physical, the emotional, the mind or intellect, and then you have the soul, the spiritual aspect. And what is it that actually brings harmony between all this? What is that unifying factor? It's the breath. Because in breath, you have both the physical aspect and the non-physical aspect. In every other part of you, the body, you find only purely physical aspects. You find physical movement, you find circulation, you find the heartbeat, you have all these things which are like physical processes, physical things. But it's the breath which has an aspect which is beyond the physical. The life force that the breath brings cannot be measured by any physical instruments. It is a purely non-physical energy that comes into you, but it is still the energy of life. It is the life force, and it's what gives life to you. The life-giving energy comes through the breath, and it is still not something that you can measure with physical instruments or with any physical means. So it is that unifying factor. It is the thing which unites the physical with the non-physical, or rather, it's like the bridge between the physical and the non-physical aspect of our own existence. We understood in yesterday's session how when you go inward, you have non-physical senses. And it's only when you shut down your physical senses and then you go into your non-physical senses, that is when you actually begin to get this sense of the the higher experiences and the non-physical experiences or the spiritual experiences. And in order to get the spiritual experiences, you need to awaken the non-physical aspects and your connection to the non-physical aspects of your own existence, which is the soul. And this is where breath plays the vital role, because there's nothing else which can play that same role. It is the breath. And that is the reason why masters since ancient times have always used this fact, and they've used breath as the key and that bridge between the physical and the non-physical aspects of our existence. All healing actually resides in the breathing system. So if you want to really heal yourself completely, you need to begin by healing the breathing system, by healing the breath, by correcting the breath. And when you do that, then every other system within you falls into place. To breathe with awareness, it's actually a miraculous way to untie the knots of regret and anxiety and to be in touch with life in the present moment. Yesterday, we spoke about how to live in the present moment, here and now, how to be in the present moment and be in the here and now. And to be in the here and now, you need to connect with your breath and you need to develop the breath awareness. Only through the breath awareness, you can really practice living in the here and now. So breath is the thing that actually unites us with the spirit. It is that master key which connects us to spirit on one side, and it also energizes our physical system and the physical being and the body on the other side. So it is such a wonderful thing, the breath. And we need to practice breath awareness. So a lot of people have this confusion about how do you actually, we talk about observe the breath, watch the breath, and see what is happening with the breath. And sometimes they have difficulty doing that. So today we will begin with a very simple process. And this may seem like too elementary for some of you who have been meditating since a long time and who have become quite adept at meditation and who are able to really go deep quite quickly and may not require some of these simple tools. I would request them to bear with me, to just go through this process. Just think that you're learning your LKG lessons once again. You're just refreshing your ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, because this is essentially required for all of us, and it is perfectly fine. But you will quickly go into that next stage where you'll be able to really develop that breath awareness. So in the first step, we will simply count the breaths that we are taking. We will just, when we start, and of course, we are not starting yet, but I'm just telling you beforehand so that you know what to expect. So I will definitely guide you through this. But when you are doing the meditation initially, for some time, we are going to count the breaths. We're going to breathe slowly and we're going to breathe with awareness, and we are going to focus on the counting of the breaths so that we just are aware of how many breaths we took in and how many breaths we have given out, how many inhales and how many exhales, and we just stay with that count for some time. And this is the most elementary way to slowly get into it, if you're not directly able to jump into the depth of breath awareness right from the word go, then this is a very nice way to start with beginning to breathe, and then you start really understanding how the breath, how to slowly develop breath awareness. So before we go into the actual process, and after that, of course, we're going to go into complete anapanasati meditation, and then we're going to have some visualization kind of guided meditation. This is the standard format for all these 40 days. Every day is going to have a different theme. All themes, like all roads lead to Rome, ultimately all these themes and all these slight variations of guided meditations that you are going to learn in these sessions, please understand that these are not substitutes for anapanasati meditation. I'll just repeat the format for some of you who might be joining in late. We have a 10-minute presentation on the theme every day, a 10-minute talk on this, so that you can understand certain concepts about the theme and you can know more about this. And then we have a 40-minute anapanasati meditation, which includes around 10 minutes of different visualizations and different guided meditations. Now, that 10 minutes of different visualization and guided meditations, not to be confused with anapanasati meditation. Please don't make that as your regular practice of meditation. The regular practice of meditation should be just pure anapanasati meditation, which is just observing your breath and allowing your mind to go into the zero state. And these other meditations can be done separately when you're doing your daily practice. But here, of course, it is a total session in which we're doing all things one after the other. But I'm just telling you that so that you have this clarity and you can practice it in that manner. And like I was saying, all roads lead to Rome. All these processes help you to improve the quality of your meditation, help you to go deeper into your meditation and to gain the maximum out of your regular meditation that you do. And like someone asked yesterday, how do we practice this awareness and living in the moment and all these higher states of higher energy states in the rest of the time when we're not meditating? So it's like when you meditate more regularly and when you meditate with greater regularity and awareness, then even the rest of the time when you're not meditating during the rest of the day, you can live a more meditative and higher energy life with a higher vibrational state. So let us now begin with the process of meditation. Take off your specs, clasp your hands, sit in a comfortable posture. If you're sitting in the chair, cross your feet at the ankles and rest your feet with the soles touching the floor. If you're sitting on the floor, sit cross-legged on the floor. Close your eyes. And just focus on your breath. Become aware of your breath. Just take 3 deep, relaxing breaths. 3 deep, relaxing breaths with closed eyes. And in these 3 breaths, you are going to give yourself the suggestion that at this point of time, I have nothing to do, nowhere to go, and I'm just going to practice breath awareness. I'm going to be into the awareness of my breathing. 1, 2, and 3 breaths. Take 3 deep, relaxing breaths. Now, you are going to count your breaths. Each one of you, yes, the speed of your breath may be different, so I can't give a specific time, but I give you a count. You're going to count 20 breaths. So you're going to count one inhale, one exhale. And again, two inhale, and again, two exhale. And you're going to be completely aware of the counting. You're going to count in your mind, of course, not loudly, but slowly. Every breath, you're going to count one and one out. Two in and two out. In this manner, you're going to count till 20. Don't think of anything else but the counting and the process of your breathing in and breathing out, the process of your inhale and exhale. You will count so slowly that it's going to take the entire amount of time it takes to breathe in, to count that one number, and again the same number. When you count, you're going to breathe out. You're going to count till 20. Some of you will finish earlier, some of you will finish later. So I don't give an end time when this 20 count is going to finish. But once you complete, if you don't complete, or if you lose the count somewhere in between, you need to start counting once again from one. If you forgot the count, then it means that you're not being aware. You need to begin to start counting again. And for those of you who could complete it without losing the count, that is good. It shows a higher level of awareness. And for those who missed a count, it is fine. Restart from one and go on till 20 counts. And after you finish counting 20 breaths in and 20 out, stop counting and focus completely on the breath. Give your 100% attention to the breath. Notice how your breath is going in and how it's going out. As you breathe in, just visualize this breath entering into your being from the top of your head, flowing through all your chakras, through the throat chakra, through the heart chakra. First, from the top of your head, going into your Ajna chakra, the third eye chakra, the throat chakra, the heart chakra, the solar plexus chakra, and then the Swadhisthana chakra, Muladhara chakra, and then going all the way down to your feet and going into the earth. All this in just the process of the inhale. Just remember that quote of Chuangzu, men of old used to breathe down to their heels. Men of old used to breathe down to their heels. So you are going to breathe down to your heels. You're going to breathe in through the top of your head, taking this cosmic energy along with the breath from sky, and then flowing through all your chakras and going out through your feet into Mother Earth. And when you breathe out, this breath now comes in from Mother Earth into your feet, going through all your chakras, going into the top of your head, and then going back into the sky. And this is the exhale. When we did the counting, it was to develop a basic level of breath awareness, a very, very elementary, simple, easiest level of breath awareness. And now when you do this visualization, you're not only aware of just the physical act of counting numbers, you're going beyond that to a deeper level of awareness where you're no longer concerned with numbers, but you are now concerned with the flow of energy along with the breath. And you become aware of the energy that is flowing into you and what it does as it flows through the different chakras within you, and how it's going all the way down to your feet. And then when you breathe out, you can now begin to sense this going all the way back up. Breathing in, you breathe down all the way to your feet. And breathing out, you breathe out from your feet all the way back up into your head, and then you breathe it out into the sky. You can begin to sense now that the breath is not just about air going into your lungs. You can sense that the breath is about the energy, the life force, the cosmic energy that's flowing into you. The breath is just, the air is nothing but a vehicle. It's just the physical vehicle. Like how your physical body is a vehicle for the non-physical soul. In just the same way, your physical air that you breathe is just the physical vehicle for this non-physical cosmic energy, this life force energy, prana or chi or ki, whatever you may call it, for this beautiful energy to flow into you. This air is just the vehicle, and you can sense how this vehicle is moving in you, in your body, from your head all the way down to your feet, and then how it's moving back from your feet all the way to your head, and then back out into the sky, and what kind of energy sensations it creates in you as it goes in and then as it goes out. And the more you become aware of the breath moving from your head to feet and feet to the head, the more you become aware of the energy sensations, and you can sense this subtle energy that the breath is carrying. This is breath awareness. Your one 100% attention, undivided attention to the breath. In much the same way as you're driving on a busy road, your entire focus and attention should be on the road, not on what is happening this side or that side of the road. And in the same way, in this process, your entire awareness, your undivided attention of the mind should be on the breath and what is happening and how it's flowing through you, in and out, from top to down, in, down to top, out. Be fully aware of your breath. Give your 100% attention to the breath. Give your undivided attention to the breath. You stay with the same process. For another 2 minutes, just do the same process. And now become aware of your breath flowing into you and reaching each and every cell of your body. If there is any part of your body where you are experiencing some kind of physical discomfort or an unpleasant emotion, just notice your breath going to that part of the body. Don't think of anything, don't think of any kind of outcome as to what is going to happen when this breath goes there. Just allow the breath to go to every part of the cell and become more aware of the breath going to those parts of your body where you're experiencing either some physical discomfort or some emotional discomfort. And just notice what is happening. Just be an observer. Just witness what's going on. And even when you observe something, don't think about what is happening and why it's happening. Just observe. Be a pure, silent witness. No hurry. This is not a race. Allow your gentle breath to flow into each and every part of your body. And be more aware of what is happening in those parts where you experience some physical discomfort or emotional discomfort. Just notice what's happening. Watch what is happening. Observe what is happening. Witness what is happening. Just completely be with your breath. It's you and your breath. Nothing else exists for you now. Another 5 minutes. Last 2 minutes. Just be with your breath. Last 1 minute. 30 seconds more. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. You can slowly return back. You can rub your palms, gently place your fingers on your eyes, and whenever you are ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Welcome back, friends, from this meditation with the theme of breath awareness. Please raise your hands to share your experiences, and our moderators, Harika and Nitin, will help you. Yes, Shravan, go on.
Yes, I felt very deep relaxation and lot of stress relief today.
Thank you for sharing. Nice. Your, your
Doing
voice is
for
breaking.
my body. Voice is breaking.
Yeah,
Am I audible? Is it okay now?
yeah, it's better now. Yeah.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, I was having the phone. Yeah, so I was having a very deep relaxation and lot of stress relief happened today in the meditation, and especially the taking in energy from the sky and releasing the energy to the sky. That was very new for me, and it was also doing a lot of wonders inside my body. And later part of my meditation, I was releasing a lot of sounds. I hope it's mostly sometime I felt it is some pain inside my emotional body, and also sometimes I felt it stress due to stress also.
Okay, good. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Yes, Anubhav?
Hello, sir. Thank you so much. I would like to share here that for the past 3 days, my meditation has been very deep. Today also, it was like your guidance was there, but I was not aware of the guidance. I was not aware of anything at all. It was absolutely deep and very peaceful, very calming, and it was just very beautiful. I mean, you even, there was this one instance where you were asking us to, take the breath in through our head and then take it till the feet. So there was a point where I could listen to it, but then the moment you finished it off, so I was again back to that very, very
Yes.
deep state.
Yeah.
And the exercise that you asked to do, count the breaths. So I was just able to count a
Your voice is breaking.
few
Hello, your voice is breaking.
breaths, and then
Hel-
after that
I think there's some network issue, Anubhav. We'll come back to you.
Into my
Yeah. Yes. Monica ji, yeah.
Yeah, sir, thank you so much. I want to share that also I want to ask a question afterwards. When you asked us to breathe from the crown chakra and up to our heels, up and down to the earth, so there was so much of outpouring of energy, uh, so energetic that some of my body parts were really vibrating. So I just want to ask that for how much time should we practice this type of meditation? Like how many minutes? Because it was so full of energy.
See,
And
yeah. So I'll just answer that. Like I said in the beginning of the uh, session, I had said that this is not a substitute for Anapanasati meditation. Some of these
right,
exercises which have been done today have been given mainly because a lot of us have forgotten even the process of breath awareness, how to be aware of the breath. So we went straight away into the basics. The basics is first start counting, because that's the first basic level awareness which takes your mind away from any other distractions and puts you into the process of counting. And then next is another process where we are aware of this whole flow of the breath from the head till the ground and everything. So this can be done only when you need it separately for any special healing yourself or to energize yourself or to ground yourself. So we're also going to have another class on grounding, but this is one of a very powerful grounding techniques where you sometimes feel very imbalanced in energy and it helps to ground your energies well. So
okay,
it's
sir.
not
And
needed,
it also
not needed every day, not needed to be done
every
for a very long time. Maybe 10 to
okay.
15 minutes is enough here, generally.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That time I also felt that we are the connecting link between the sky and the earth. Like it was a feeling कि we are like a bridge, uh, because we say कि आकाश और धरती मिल नहीं सकते, and वो एक breath के through वो connection हो रहा था. So it was so beautiful. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Namaste, Rajashekhar ji. My name is Vandana. I almost feel like a very naughty student who has not followed the instructions properly. Because all of the experiences that I hear on this platform, I don't experience such intensity. Though I try to follow the instructions, I did feel some energy movement, but I don't know whether that's sufficient enough or not. Also, yesterday, post my meditation, I felt my head go very woozy. I was feeling very unstable. It followed with some amount of irritation, and that headache, is continuing even till now. Just trying to decode what this is.
Okay. Uh, when you meditate, there's a lot of energy that flows into you. It begins to clear some of the blocks, the energy blocks that are already existing inside of you. So the clearing of the block is experienced as discomfort, pain, and all kinds of unpleasant sensations.
Mhm.
Just as if you have a wound and you are trying to clear the wound, clean the pus, you're going to experience more pain when you're trying to heal it and clean it than when you leave it alone. Okay. So if you're
Thank you so
experiencing
much.
discomfort and you're experiencing some pain, be happy that there's some cleansing process that's going on. So just stay with it, be with it, and continue to do this practice. And after some time, you will find that those pains and discomfort will go away. And you might find some new pains and discomfort starting in other places, which means that now the energy is getting directed to those parts which are in need of the healing and cleansing at that in those places. Okay. So
Thank you so much.
thank you. Yes, Mr. Basavaraju. Yeah, tell me.
Namaskar, Master. Namaskar, Master. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Yes.
After last 3 days, I was so immersed in the meditation. As the meditation is going on, actually I was totally dissolved and not able to create a reflection. So I just totally forgot to myself. At the end of the session, I felt a kind of depth in the body, bottom to top. 3 days continuous with the same experience. That is
Okay.
what I feel. After today, I think actually this is the first time that I have gone through this exercise of observing the breath from top to bottom. It is an excellent experience because never earlier was a try doing meditation that I was not able to follow at all because I was nothing going on like that. But today, I really enjoy a lot. The breath, how it is moving, we should see how it is moving in the body from top to bottom and bottom to top, feeling it. It's a very excellent exercise. And at the end of the session only, the breath has become some automatic and the soul nicely moving from top to bottom in a very gentle way and coming out. At the end only, I just enjoyed it a lot. Maybe that some more time it was there. Still, that was still better.
You can continue to practice at home. This is just the class. So you have your homework. You can go home and continue to meditate. Yes. Thank you for sharing. Thank you very much. So it's very nice going deep. Once you go very deep, you feel like you're not hearing the instructions, but there is a part of your consciousness which is hearing everything, registering everything, and following everything. You don't need to worry that you're not able to hear. It's just the physical sensation of hearing is not, you cannot sense that, but you're definitely following everything because our consciousness is so vast and so powerful that it can register all the things that are happening at that time. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing.
What is the depth at the end? No, serious continues like that at the end of the session. Depth in the body, talking about some shake.
So your voice is breaking up again.
In the body.
Oh, you're talking about the death sensation? Sorry.
At the end of the session, there is some jerk in the body.
Some death.
Jerk, shake, movement.
Some movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shake, just a sharp like from the bottom to top, a sharp like.
Okay.
And see the continuously I got that stuff.
Okay. It's just the energy, flow of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can, it's that flow of energy that you're sensing.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, next question, please. Yes, Mr. Saukar.
Good evening, Rajashekhar sir.
Good evening.
I am Satyanath Saukar from Bhilai, Chhattisgarh.
Okay.
Sir, I have attended SCTP 16th program in the month of February. Okay. And after that, it was not a regular practice of meditation, but now and then I was able to meditate. But recently, for about like 10-15 days, I am regularly meditating. And today it was really wonderful session regarding how to develop breath awareness. And one thing I would like to share, not exactly a question, but when you gave us a practical tip of counting breath, in breath and out breath, just to develop awareness about the breathing. What happened in my case is like it was no more a natural rhythm of breathing. I mean, it became a sort of forced breathing, and that worried me, like I'm losing the natural rhythm of breathing. So I just want to know, is it natural, like when I'm counting breath or I'm trying to be aware of my breathing process, I lose the natural rhythm. So what is it?
You don't lose your natural rhythm, but what you counting is not natural actually. But the act of counting is here, it is being given to you so that you can develop the awareness of the breath.
Okay.
The fact that you could sense that it is not the natural rhythm is because you are aware of the breath.
Okay.
Otherwise, you are not even aware whether your breath is going in rhythm or out of rhythm. We are just not bothered about the breath. The breath is doing its thing, right? Maybe it's going irregular, it's going fast, it's going slow, but you're not aware. Now you started counting, and then you started noticing that the breath is not in its natural rhythm. It's fine.
Yeah.
This is an exercise. This is not something that you're going to do permanently. It is just the first step to develop awareness.
Okay, I felt that breathing is becoming deeper and deeper. Like instead of natural, a little bit shallower breathing, it is
That's
becoming
okay.
deeper.
That's okay, because when you do the counting, it may become deeper, but you are breathing with greater awareness.
Okay.
And it's
Okay,
the
sir.
first
Thank you
step.
so much.
And after that, we stopped the counting, and then we went into another exercise. So this helped you to go into that, and that helps you to develop complete awareness. Later, we don't do any visualization. We just follow the breath. No visualization, only breath. That's all.
Okay, sir. Because
Yeah.
you said like we have to imagine, we have to like just imagine the breath is going inside and reaching all the parts and supplying energy to all the parts of the body,
That's
and
the
then
third
we are
level of
exhaling.
awareness. These are all deeper and deeper awareness. The first level of awareness is the counting. The second level of awareness is the top to down. The third level of awareness is where you're allowing your breath to go into the tiniest cells and going to different parts of the body. After that, you don't need any of these visualizations. You're just going to observe your breath going in and going out. That's all. And in fact, later you will reach to a still deeper level of awareness where you will not even be aware of your breath. That's when the deepest state of meditation happens. When that happens, you are no longer aware that you are even breathing. That's also fine. That is the deepest,
very advanced level.
in the deep stage where you will not be aware of the breath also. So the breath is also, again, it's a key. It's a key to enter into that deeper state. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you so much for your explanation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Sir, would you like to hear
Yeah,
some more?
we'll just take 2 or 3 more questions.
Yes.
Hi, sir. Very good evening, sir. Namaste. So this is Dinesh.
Okay.
So on today's session, actually, when you were telling, my thoughts were pretty much. I was just distracted, and many flow of reactions went through my mind. So I was following your speech, and after that, I went. I mean, my meditation. While doing meditation, my thoughts were just flowing constantly into some other thoughts. So I was not. I went to the deep state. I was not able. I was just following some kind of reactions in myself. So not sure whether I'm concentrating on your words, or I'm not sure whether I'm doing it correctly or not. So just want to confirm with you, sir.
Sometimes when you go very deep into the meditation, you will not follow the instructions, you will not hear the instructions anymore. But you will be aware of the instructions and you will be actually following it. You don't need to worry that I'm not hearing it or something like that. It may feel that my voice is fading off and you're not able to hear anything. That's fine. But definitely it will register, your consciousness registers the instructions and you will act upon it. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, okay, sir. And also some kind of awe was flowing like that. I was just feeling like that something is going like that. I'm in a single room. So I'm not sure about that thing also.
You're not audible actually. There's some not.
Some kind of aura was just flowing behind me like that. It's
Okay.
not disturbing me, but I'm feeling like something is behind me like that. So
Okay.
not
Just
sure reactions or not sure those thoughts are in image like that because I attended yesterday session also.
just observe and keep going. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Another 1 or 2 questions. Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
You need to turn on your video, ma'am. Otherwise, I can't add you to Spotlight.
Ma'am, there is no power here. If I turn on also, you cannot see me. So,
Who was that?
Kirtana, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I would like
Yes.
to ask a question for you, sir.
Okay.
Before that, I would like to share the experience of yesterday's because it is connected with that.
I think we'll just stick to today's questions because there are other people waiting.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Yes, go on.
Sir, I could feel a lot of pain at Sahasrara Chakra. I don't know why it's happening. Till now, I can feel that.
Okay.
And also at the Mooladhara Chakra also.
Okay.
Only at these two chakras, I could feel a lot of pain.
Okay. And it is not stopped after you came out of the meditation, right?
After the session only, sir. After this session and till now,
That's what, after the end of the session,
I'm
the
having
pain
this
has
pain.
not stopped, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
After the end of yesterday's sessions to up to now.
But what about now? Is it still there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then continue that process. Okay.
Okay, sir.
For another half an hour, just continue that same process of the energy flowing in from the head, going out through the feet and again going back. Just continue until the pain goes out completely.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes, one last question, please.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
This is Kalpita Dikshit from Thane, Mumbai.
Yes.
Day to day, I feel I'm going deeper and deeper, the peacefulness. Today, I felt all the energy and I felt like I'm only energy, I don't have any body. But my question is regarding here in between two eyebrows, I had a tingling sensation
Okay.
throughout the process.
Okay.
Now it has gone.
Okay.
And if I try to concentrate on that, there is something light, I mean bright light thing.
Okay.
But
So
otherwise, I'm happy.
yeah, you don't need to concentrate on any particular thing. This process is the flow. Okay. But when the activation happens on its own, when the energy is flown and maybe that particular chakra is getting activated, you could sense the tingling sensation over there.
Okay, sir.
So there also you don't need to focus or concentrate on that at all. Just focus on the whole process of the breath from top to down and down to top. That's all. So that's in this
Okay, sir. Okay.
process.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you for wonderful experiences.
But in the whole Anapanasati, thank you. Thanks. So thank you, friends, and let's again tomorrow with another session of. Thank you. Namaste and bye. See you tomorrow.